before we do, we have to talk the Ballon d'Or, dude. Do I just have a blind spot? Was I just like sick and like worried about going to see concerts and stuff, or like is the Ballon d'Or not nearly the big deal that it kind of used to be?
Yeah, I feel like it always surprises me. It always comes out of nowhere. I feel like I saw something, they might have posted about it last week saying, reminder, like we're announcing next week. And I remember thinking, I saw it and I thought, oh, okay, that seems like it's out of nowhere. And then I forgot about it again. And then yesterday or like the morning of, start seeing like, slots 29 through 25 come out on Twitter and you're like, oh shit, that's today. And then they hook you and then they make you wait 8 more hours until they actually announce the top 10.
Which is
So
wild. I don't know, man. I feel like unless I'm an idiot, this used to be later in the year and more like in an international window to where guys would kind of most of them would go, right? But now I guess we're getting word that like people fucked off and did not care. Like Erling Haaland was like hanging out in bed and was like busy. Peace,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
Like
I wonder. I don't know when it used to be. I would think that would make sense. I mean, I think PSG was playing during the ceremony, so Dembele and whoever else, Vitinha, I guess, or whoever else is on PSG, none of them were there. None of them were at the PSG game. They were all in Paris. So I think PSG lost. And they were playing Marseille and they lost 1-0. But like, yeah, it's literally happening during a game. And they're in Paris.
and
Which
that
is
was
just weird.
Tim Weah scored that goal, did he or did he not?
Oh, did he? I
I
don't know.
believe so. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Um,
I don't watch French football. Apparently, I've been told my whole life it's a farmers league.
well,
Anyway,
it was an own goal apparently on some. So
oh,
it could have been actually a Tim Weah but own goal sort of situation.
who knows? I know Tim Weah is playing pretty well. Anyway, not well enough to win the Ballon d'Or. So part of the lack of pomp and circumstance might be the death of the Ronaldo versus Messi thing. I'm not I'm
Yeah,
not entirely sure if that's all it is, but like I don't know. That used to be the whole hot topic every year. But
yeah. Who's it gonna be? Yeah,
the last 2 years have been kind of surprising. Like I mean, nobody's happy with last year, right? I always get them
yeah.
confused. It's Rodri,
Kind of
right?
out of the blue.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't Pedri,
Rodri.
it's Rodri, right? So like
Yeah.
everybody's kind of like, "What?" And then am I a dummy? This one caught me off guard. Usam Dembele, this year's Ballon d'Or winner. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think so. I just keeping up with all of, what people were talking about when PSG actually won the Champions League. Everybody was like, okay, Dembele's going to win it just because they won, they won the final so monstrously. Like there really was
Yeah,
like such a conclusive win. And, he was so instrumental in the Champions League. And I feel like that alone is like a nut because I mean, Ballon d'Or is like a PR competition. It's just like who you have vote for you. Like, especially now that Messi and Ronaldo, like that whole thing is gone. There are so many guys that deserve to win it or could potentially win it. Like you could see all the top, maybe not all of them, but like the top five definitely
well,
like
you
could
could
all
have
win it.
saw
I thought,
a case for Erling Haaland for sure.
yeah, Holland. I mean, Rafinha, I think was the big robbery. I can't believe he got fifth because he had the most. I think he had the most goals and assists over everybody. But they didn't make the final of the Champions League, or Barcelona didn't make the final of the Champions League. So I think that not having that takes it away from him.
That's
But then on the other hand, you're like Dembele, like you just said, Farmers League. So they won the league. PSG won the league. I don't know that that actually counts for anything.
I was being a
Whereas
little
Barcelona was
facetious.
battling Madrid.
I was
But
see. Well,
I think it's true to a certain extent.
You bring up Madrid. That's who I would have if given a vote. And again, I didn't watch a ton this year, but like I would have voted for Vinicius because he was killing
And he
it.
got 14th.
That which is wild. I mean, there was part. Well, I guess technically last season, but there was a part of last season where he was quite literally unstoppable, like the best player in the world. I don't know. I just was thinking he had a bigger year, I guess. But shout
Yeah,
out.
and I mean, maybe some of that too was technically categorized in the previous year when he thought he was going to win it, and everybody thought he was going to win it. And I mean, I think he was also injured this last season a little bit, so And yeah, I guess Madrid just kind of falling on their face generally last season did not help him. I mean, Mbappe got like seventh even. He didn't even get top five, I think.
I don't think he played. I mean, he's playing well enough now, but I don't think he played well enough last season to
Yeah, it
get
was a slow
true
start. Yeah.
consideration. So
Yeah.
shout out
I
Usam
think the two
Dembele.
Dembele, yeah. I think the big robbery too, I would say, is one of my faves, uh Girassi, Dortmund guy. He was tied as the UCL top scorer, even though Dortmund got knocked out in the group stage. He scored so many goals in that he was still he was tied with Rafinha for a number of top goals scored. And he was 21st, which is I'm not saying he should have been top 10 or, top 5, but I think he could have been a little higher than 21.
I mean, it's hard once you get past 5. Doesn't really matter. It's just it's
Yeah.
really nice to be
Yeah, and
involved
that's
in the
yeah,
conversation and like what are we really arguing about, right? But
that's true. The
so
Lamine Yamal at 2 is crazy though.
I I think it's deserved. I mean, it's insane to be so good
Not
as a
over
child.
Rafinha.
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
but I
no,
mean he also won he won the child award for a second year in the row, and that's great.
the
Like
golden
I don't
boy or
think being a
whatever.
child, yeah, Copa or whatever. I don't think being young and good, I don't know if that means that much more to me, at least. I mean, I guess it's like cool, but I don't think it makes you like a better player just because you happen to also be extremely young.
I don't, it doesn't like. It's not like, oh wow, he's achieving this on top of being like. It's about who's the best, right? Whether it's a 40
Yeah.
year old or
And
a
Rafinha
15-year
was
old.
better.
I'll give you that. I will give you that. Just for how much longer though?
Yeah.
Yamal
Well,
might
yeah.
be
So that,
inevitable
and he
for
has
a
got
while.
plenty of years left yeah, maybe he'll just get the next 7 of them. I'm sure he will win next year unless something horrible happens.
Unless he becomes Michael Owen. Anyway, so I have a question for you though. It's a bullshit award. It's a popularity contest. Does an American win this award in our lifetime? You've got at least
I think
11
when
years
we're
or so, like longer to wait than I do. But
I was gonna say when we're really old, maybe. It's gonna be Kavan Sullivan, is what Andrew was saying.
I like that shot. I like that optimism. Kid's 16. What happens when he's 22? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I,
I mean, I don't know who else we got I mean, yeah, again, maybe in like 40 years, 30 years, we have some brand new talent. Maybe, yeah. I mean, maybe I could see some of the guys, like maybe the young guys now getting in the top 30, like in the 29 area.
are you shocked Pulisic didn't get any love at all?
Not really. I mean, Milan didn't do the Milan wasn't even in anything. Like,
They weren't in
I think that's a
anything,
big
but
thing about the Ballon d'Or.
yeah.
Not winning any, that is all factored in. It's the trophies. It's like, what did your team achieve with you as a contributor? And I feel like Milan, that just wasn't their year. So
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been their year for a while. But
yeah,
so you think we're way way off still? You don't think there's a reality where like Christian Pulisic, like because right now, and we'll get to this later. Christian Pulisic is playing the best ball of his life. He literally came in and scored instantly today. They like he's leading the league in goals and goal contributions and like I don't
yeah.
know.
Hey, I think it's also I have to look more into this, but just the way the Ballon d'Or is decided, I think it's like I don't know if there are any American journalists who are in the voting pool or like how like because I feel like that is a big part of it. Like you have, I think looking at last year's, I remember looking at the split and it's like, the Nigerian journalists are all voting for Ademola Lookman because I mean he's great. He was great, but like,
They
there is I
saw
think a
him
little
more.
bit of
They're more
that.
familiar
All
with
the
him. Yeah.
Spanish, yeah, exactly. All the Spanish journalists are voting for guys on Barcelona and Madrid. Like I wonder what the voting makeup of the Ballon d'Or panel is to like, really favor an American. And I just feel like unless he becomes like the biggest sensation star ever to the point where it's like absolutely undeniable, I just feel like our PR poll isn't good enough in the world of soccer yet.
That's probably the smart answer. I will say this. I do kind of feel like this this generation that we have with Christian Pulisic and Weston McKennie, all them doing what they're doing, this will be the last round of like having like so much taken out of expectation for being an American. Right? The expectation is like the best he could ever be as a rotational player in most Europeans' minds. Right? No one thinks
Yeah.
that like, oh, we could just oddly have a Luka Modric or a, you know what I mean, or Erling Haaland. Like, you know, like these countries have these players and no one bats an eye about it, but because the American stigma, yada yada, I think this is the last time you're gonna see the American stigma because trust me, I despise the guy. But I think Christian Pulisic has definitely been like counted out for being an American. He played
Yeah.
great ball everywhere he's been, pretty much. And I mean, yes, he is not the best in the world. He's not going to win the Ballon d'Or. But like, he's still like, he's still what I would call a world class player. 100%. You
Yeah,
can't.
definitely. And he's a star. I mean, he's a star, definitely.
Yeah, you can't tell me
You know,
Rafael
like he's
Leao is world class and Pulisic isn't, or like,
no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I think he definitely is.
I,
Yeah.
so Serena, you didn't get to hear this theory, but I have a theory why Christian Pulisic plays well. The worse material conditions get for people, the better he does. COVID,
I do remember us talking about this.
COVID, he was
Yeah.
playing amazing. Like, you know, last year all the unrest, he having it balling out of his mind. This year, like
Yeah.
we're losing free speech, he's killing it immediately. This guy is
Yeah.
fucking angel of death. Anyway, so
No, it's definitely true.
the worse your life gets, Christian Pulisic will ball better. So
Yep.
America, listen,
Fact.
if we get a depression, we're gonna win the fucking World Cup, man.
That's what. Yeah. We need the conditions for the Pulisic Ballon d'Or, top 10 Ballon d'Or. I don't even want to know what those conditions look like.
No, it's
Won't be pretty.
that's when California sinks into the ocean, Pulisic will win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to derail us. I'm with you, man. You look around at the current crop of players, even the children, and there just isn't an indication that it can happen. But then again, like, you know, fuck, Hercules Gomez won the Golden Boot in Mexico one year, coming off the bench. You know what I mean? Like, guys put up stats and have big years out of nowhere sometimes. So you
Yeah.
never know. Like, Calvin Sullivan's the good shout. I like that. I like that idea, man. I think that is our.
That was Andrew. All credit to him. I was like, oh, you're joking. Like, any serious answer. But yeah, I think if we're talking like super future, I do really just think that, like you said, being an American just it works against you in so many ways in Europe, and Ballon d'Or is primarily, a award for people who play in Europe, and I just feel like it just is going to be a while before we have, even if there are people that deserve it, it's going to be a hard battle to win.
I was shocked that they gave it to Messi the year where like half his year was at PSG and the other half was at Miami. Like I was shocked that they would give it to
Okay.
him. Like by the time they awarded him the award, he played for Miami.
Yeah.
So
That's
like
right. Yeah.
I was shocked that they would hand an award to a current MLS player. So you never know what might happen, like
Yeah.
things will shock you. But anyway,
Yeah, it actually does say Messi Paris SG / Inter Miami on the Ballon d'Or website, which is,
it's kind
we'll
of
always
wild.
have that.
That's going to be a trivia question like for centuries. Anyway,